Hey there, and welcome back to Retire Your Way with ILG Financial. My name is Chase Lopez. This is Dave Lopez. And today, our video, we're going to touch on the record 8.7% Social Security increase, the cost of living increase that a lot of Social Security recipients received in this year, 2023. So really a great thing for retirees, right? They get a 8.7% raise essentially in their Social Security check. But there's some other kind of takeaways from that too, right? Specifically with Medicare and some other items as well.
Yeah, so this is one of the few times, this is like a double good news. A lot of times what we've seen in the past is that we get the cost of living adjustment, but then Medicare goes up a significant amount, which pretty much eats up all the extra money.
Right.
That did not happen this year, which is great. In fact, not only did we get an 8.7% bump, raise is a great way to say it if you're on Social Security, but Medicare, interestingly, went down about 3%. So it went from about $170 for base Part B Medicare to about $165, $5 or $6 savings.
Yeah.
So not a lot, but it means it didn't go up.
Right. And that specifically, that's with the base price for Medicare Part B, right? If you make too much, there's some surcharges involved. But with at least the base price, that went down. You got a raise. So net, you're feeling good if you're getting Social Security right now, right? Now, you know, a lot of people are grappling right now because of the 8.7%. Why was that? That's because of inflation, right? And a lot of people are grappling with that. But, you know, this Social Security increase that we're seeing, it actually bodes well for folks as far as their personal inflation rate.
Yeah,
Isn't that right?
I would say our experience has been, and this is the advantage of doing hundreds of plans, right? Where you watching today may be looking at just your plan and not knowing how it affects you. We're doing hundreds of these, and what we're seeing is that most folks in or near retirement, their true inflation that they're seeing is much less than the number you're seeing on the news.
Right.
And here's why. When they get that number on the news for inflation, they use what they call a basket of goods. Think of, you know, energy and healthcare and all kinds of things that most Americans need, and you need those things as well. But a big part of that basket for inflation calculations is housing. Right. So for many retirees, your house is either paid for or it's on a fixed rate mortgage where the rate's not changing. So there's an example of this basket of goods that's causing inflation to go up, and a big portion of it for you maybe housing doesn't go up a penny.
Right, because they track rent, right, which is very variable.
That's right, right? Or rising if you're in a variable rate mortgage, which most of our folks aren't on in. So your inflation rate's usually less. And then there's other things that are in that basket that you may not even be buying, right? New cars are going up, but if you're not buying new cars every 3 or 4 years and maybe never again, just doing used cars, then you're not seeing that increase. Now, you will see it in food and healthcare. Those are the big ones. And energy, we can't get around those. But if you're not using 100% of the bucket, you're not getting 100% of the inflation. So it's not uncommon when we do our comprehensive income planning with our clients that we see that their budget is going up less than their Social Security cost of living increases. So it's a great advantage as we're moving in here in the next coming year, because it's not always going to be that way.
Boy, and that's a great point, Dave. Whenever we're building out income plans for folks in retirement, one of the things we talk about is having some sort of inflation hedge. And basically all that means is if we have inflation, how are we going to account for that? What are we going to do to account for those increased costs? And one of the things that we talk about with a lot of clients is any of these income streams that are cost of living adjusted, Social Security being one, a lot of pensions are as well. Those can act as a great inflation hedge because everyone's personal inflation rate is a little bit different than the inflation rate that we're seeing, you know, on the news or whatever it's calculated by on your income stream. So to your point, Dave, what do we do, right? Really the key is to build out a income plan. So if you don't have an income plan or your income plan doesn't address this inflation that we're talking about, then we highly encourage you to get with your financial professional, see if they can address these items, you know, in your income plan.
Yeah, because remember, if we do still have some inflation, your Social Security is just one part of your income plan. So that one's going up, but what about your other income streams, right? If you're on interest from from the bank or a dividend or something, that may be going up or down depending on what's going on in the world.
Yep.
So we have to address those things, and you can only do that with a comprehensive income plan. So
Yep. So if you like this video today, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button below the video here. You can also hit the bell. That'll give you notifications for our future videos. And we'll talk to you soon.
see you soon.